Okay, so I was watching, man, I already forgot the name of the movie. Something the Black Messiah. Got interrupted. But started discussing Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, right? Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and their differences, right? And I realized Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, they had a similar thing going on. They were both fighting for black people, but they had different approaches, right? Martin Luther King's approach is, first off, he's a man of God. And when we're talking about white people, we're talking about Christianity, we're talking about religion. He's a man of God. And so because he's a pastor, and that's an actual part of his character, they can't attack that without inversely attacking their own belief. So he has that. And combined with that, he also has, instead of it just being for black people, it's for everyone. He understands that the goal is not to make black people even, it's to make black people equal. And the only way for real equality is for there to be a lack of attention, a lack of seriousness, a lack of importance around the idea of race itself. This is ultimately what causes Martin Luther King's success, is that he's not just saying black people need more things. He's saying everybody needs to get along. He's not saying y'all need to give black people more stuff. He's saying all of us just need to realize that race doesn't fucking matter, right? Okay, Malcolm X, right? Now what Malcolm X doesn't have, he might be a good orator. He might have actually been intelligent. He might have known and understood the situation better than Martin Luther King, but he wasn't a pastor. And that ultimately gave them the ability to push him towards aggression. Martin Luther King is a man of God. He represents God now. We can't purposely lead him to be a representative of God doing wrong. But Malcolm X, he just represents black people. We can make him as aggressive as we want. And so, Malcolm X is pushed into aggression, militantism, Black Panthers. I'm gonna take a bite of my food right now. Give me a second. And let me tell you what's happening at the time, right? So really what you got underneath the surface of the history is three groups really. There's everybody, and then within everybody, there's black racist, and then there's white racist. And the black racists and the white racists are at war. The black racists are saying we have the right to be racist because y'all were racist first. And white racists are all like, damn, you're right, that we can't say that this is fair anymore, and that actually did start having consequences on us. So we need to piss them off so that they attack us first. And so that's what's going on, right? And it's happening. It's not happening today. A fucking corny ass fucking getting up and giving a speech about black rights. That shit is retarded, in my opinion. Like, we're not Black Panther. We're not in that time. All right, we're in a different time. The rules have changed. Things are different. Okay, so you got white people, right? And white people are all like, fuck, you got us. It does fuck up our own religion if we do this. It fucks up all the good principles that make our religion actually something to believe in. This fucks us up. And it's not just their religion. It's also, they got to character ethics. They finally realized character ethics. And they're like, oh shit, that is what's happening. Every time I do something, it gets done back to me. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. Holy shit. And so, they start coming up with a strategy, right? You got the white racists and the black racists, right? The black racists are just using the historical precedent as a tool to justify their racism, which Martin Luther King was not in this group, because Martin Luther King was in the everybody group. He was in race doesn't matter, and that's the difference. Now, unfortunately, I do feel like Malcolm X was pushed into black racism just because he didn't have those character protections, and the white racists that wanted to disagree with him needed him to be an aggressive N-word in order for him to not be respected, in order for his arguments to not be respected, and that pushed him towards black militantism, right? Take another bite. So, here's what's going on. Martin Luther King isn't wrong. It's wrong to be racist. But these skin colors, and that's what these guys are. These guys are combined by the idea of skin color. These groups that are just the idea of skin colors trying to be the most important ones on the surface. That's what they are. Even if you talk about different features, they don't all have the same features. Their features vary. The features change. So it's just skin color. These groups are just racist. They're the idea of a skin color having the most on the surface. That's all it is. So this skin color is already in trouble because they're like, no, y'all were racist first, and that's what y'all said life is. And look, we're kind of winning now, right? And they're all like, fuck, you're right? And so what white people are doing at this time, and it's kind of the white races are still kind of doing it now, but I've got it under control. Okay, so what they're doing now is they're being passive, they're being indirect, they are pissing you off under the surface, under the skin. They're calling you a nigger where people can't say that they called you a nigger. That's what they're doing. You're looking at your phone, right? And you're watching a video and it's got a lot of white people on it. And you're like, that makes me uncomfortable. And then all of a sudden, because you did that, all of a sudden your eye tracks, right? And you look at NG. And all of a sudden you look at NG and you're like, why the fuck am I thinking nigger right now? What the fuck? What is that? Right? That's a real thing that happens. That's a real thing that legitimately happens. It's fucking retarded, right? So what they're doing with that is because there's logical history. And then we're not talking about white people and black people. We're talking about white racists and black racists, okay? White racists, because they can't beat the idea that this is all a war and that they kind of deserved it because they started it with racism, right? So white people need to set the tone. They need to set a new physical structure. They need to set a new scene. So they stay passively aggressive. They call you a nigger underneath the surface, and because you can't describe what they're doing, it's their choice. It's like, even if being racist is wrong, I still have the right to be racist if I want. Like they're claiming freedom, right? And so they're underneath, in interpersonal, at personal K, at some note, right? They are saying nigger, and that's what they're doing. They're just, even if they're not saying the word, they're acting out nigger, right? That's what they're doing. And what that is, that's pissing black people off. It's pissing off black racists. And what it is black racists are getting frustrated. Black racists are being all like, bro, what the fuck? How are y'all still doing that shit? Y'all admit it. Y'all can't even be that up here. Y'all can't even do that up here. What the fuck is that? And so if black people get loud, if they get aggressive, they can say, oh, they're attacking us. We get to defend ourselves. That's all it is. That's the strategy. That's really what it is. That's all the strategy is. So black people are mad at me, right? Black people are like, you need to be more black. You need to defend black people. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're not black people. You're black racist. You're black racist. You're not black people. You are racist people who are black. Because you're not going for the goal of equality. You're going for the goal of black people being better than white people. I can't support that shit. I can't help you. Because that makes you no different than them. You're just black. That's all it is. That means that you would have done the same thing to them if you had power at the beginning of slavery. That's all it means. So I can't help you. I'm sorry. I can help Martin Luther King. I can help him because he's on the right path. And they're all like, what about our ancestors? What about what they did to our ancestors? What about that? And it's like, well, your ancestors aren't fucking gonna be happy if life is just a continuous fight. All the shit that they did, right? All the shit they fought for. Harriet Tubman, right? She frees the slaves. She's like, race doesn't matter. Black and white, that shit's stupid. And somehow she has superpowers from it. She's constantly freeing slaves. And she's doing it without even, she's like fucking outsmarting everybody. Superpowers. Your ancestors would rather us all get to a point where race doesn't matter and we all get along. But you claim that your ancestors want black people to be superior. I cut you off. I argue with you. And that's what you gotta appreciate here. Is y'all gotta understand that I argue with you. The white racist people, I don't argue with them. I laugh at them. I make them feel stupid. That's what I do. But you, I argue with you. And you wanna know why? It's not because I'm black. It's not because we share skin color. It's because y'all got that story of oppression, of slavery, that somewhat justifies that position of thinking. And so I gotta be more reasonable with you. I gotta say, hey, look, I get that all these things happen, but I promise you, you're gonna feel way more fulfilled if race doesn't matter and everyone gets along. I've gotta be reasonable with you. I've gotta argue with you. I've gotta say, hey, calm down. That's only gonna get you stuck. Because if you fight here, they're gonna say it doesn't matter what was happening, and they're gonna start attacking. And at this point, y'all keep talking about how much power they have. And you don't want them to piss you off and attack them, and then they still have all that power that they can use to defend themselves. And so I calm y'all down. I'm like, y'all need to chill the fuck out, because this is stupid, right? So we're at this point in history, right, where nobody can just be openly racist. Oh, but what about Donald Trump? He's being openly racist. Even if Donald Trump is racist, he's smart about it. He doesn't ever say anything direct. He never says it directly. Even if he's a racist man, he never says anything directly racist. You always have to do logical jumping, logical structure. It sounds like you're the one that's adding it to it, right? I like Donald Trump. I think he's a fucking hilarious guy. I'm staying out of that part of politics because that shit just seems like a loop of the same thing happening over and over again. So I'm just kind of ignoring that. You know, it's none of my business right now. But anyway, hold on, let me take a look back. So this is what's going on today. You got your Black history, right? Martin Luther King was a pastor. He had their religion, and he had the right goal. Race doesn't matter. We all need to love each other and get along. He survived. JFK picks him up. He gets signed by JFK. And JFK's like, nigga, that was hot. I make more songs. Make more songs, Martin. That shit was hot, nigga. Oh shit, hold on. Okay, so I just fucking spit. I gotta do something. Hold on. One second. So, JK signs Martin Luther King. He's like, hey, this guy right here, no, shut up, you white racist. Shut the fuck up. He's right. Race doesn't matter. That's a fucking real fact. Like that race mattering makes life fucking stupid. He signs Martin Luther King, right? Now, Malcolm X, unfortunately, is still being pushed into aggression. He's still being pushed into black militantism, and that's used as an excuse to attack him, to defend themselves against him. Because as long as he's advocating for black people to get up and fight back, white people that are claiming that race doesn't matter, that they're still secretly racist, they're all a part of the group, but they're using a new strategy. The white people that are like, we're not even being racist anymore. What are y'all doing this for? They can say, no, we're defending ourselves against them. They're attacking us. It doesn't matter. We weren't doing anything wrong. Boom. So that's their whole structure, right? That's what's going on. You push black people into militantism, and then you react and you say, no, they were attacking us. We're not doing this anymore. We're sick of y'all using that as an excuse, right? Boom. Done. It's over. Kevin Hart, right? Okay, so let me take a look back. Today, right? Nobody can be openly racist because we all know that at a logical level, that justifies everything that's happening so far, that racism is fucking stupid, that it's actually dumb, that all you're doing is taking the idea of a skin color and trying to say that that's the best thing ever. It's fucking stupid. I play video games where I can make a character purple, nigga. I've actually experienced that. That's how fucking stupid race is, nigga. But anyway, you got black races, you got white races, right? And black races have more justification because white races enslaved them first, right? Oh, that's the history, right? Now both of these goals are wrong. White racist, they still want, and then you got Hispanics in the background kind of playing the game too, right? You got Hispanic racists being like, both of y'all are dumb, and we're actually superior. And they're still doing that in the background, but I'll talk about that sometime later. So black racists and white racists, right? White racists, as I've said, they are being passive. Black people are taking the affirmative. We're being aggressive because we need to defend ourselves after what y'all did. White people are all like, come on, y'all already got y'all's rights. Why the fuck are y'all mad, bro? Stop attacking us. We're not doing anything wrong. Now they keep saying nigger though. They keep doing niggers. Underneath, you look at your phone, NG. You saw that one TikTok with that girl who's like playing with the fucking filter, and she actually comes across the word nigger, and that's actually fucking hilarious. But you said that's actually happening, and when it's in that state, right? You're like, hold on, no, that was probably just a mistake, right? Like, that can't be actual racism, right? Because it was just a mistake, right? I'm faster than my camera right now. Okay, so So it's that state of like confusion. Like, was that a real nigger or was that just me thinking it? Because you know what happens to you. The white racists will be like, y'all are so obsessed with race that y'all are racist toward y'all make it towards yourselves now. Yeah. And so these are all their arguments they're using it. And the goal is to just frustrate the black racists until they storm the Capitol. And then be like, no, we're sick of it. They're a terrorist organization. And the thing is, we already have, Martin Luther King did a good job, and I'm doing a good job, right? White racists are already kind of fucked, all right? They have to hide in Gmod servers, okay? And even I go through the Gmod servers and have a good time. They have to hide in the Gmod servers. They have to keep themselves secret. They have to be secret. Now you got White Panthers. Now you got KKK, fucking dumbasses, right? And the thing is, I don't respect them, right? I don't respect them. Just as I try to empathize with the black people that genuinely feel like they have a right to defend themselves against slavery, right? Even though it's not happening and they weren't there, right? And I try to change their minds. And I try to say, hey, look, even if that's what happened, you're wasting your fucking life by participating in this dumbass, illogical history. Because race doesn't matter. We're at that point. Race doesn't matter. We know that now. That's what you have to acknowledge, that to survive. In order to be a healthy, sane person, you have to acknowledge that race is fucking stupid. You have to acknowledge that. You have to. That's what this is. White people have to be secretive. Not white people, white racists have to be secretive. They have to hide it. They have to try and piss you off. They have to poke you. They're like your brother. They're like your sibling. Like when your parents aren't looking, they're fucking pushing you. And then when their parents look, they're like, and that's what white and black racists are doing right now. Underneath the surface of everything. It's fucking stupid, bro. It's retarded. And then whenever like your brother like, come on, stop, and then your parents are like, hey, you hit him. He's like, yeah, what the fuck was that? He was hit. What did I do? You know what I mean? So hold on. So here's the issue. I can't support black racists who claim that they're not racist, they're just trying to get justice. Even though that mindset actively contributes to further racism, and their goal should be to make it so that race does not matter. I tell them that, they think it's stupid, but they can't say that out loud because it's not stupid, it's just not what they want. They've lost ethics, right and wrong don't exist. So I can't fuck with black racists because they're the same thing. They're the same thing that the white racists are. They're just black. In the same way that the white racists are willing to use all these intelligent strategies to sneak their racism onto the surface, black people are doing the same thing. Not black people, black racists are doing the same thing. And so I can't support either group. I gotta manage them. I gotta keep them down. Black racists say, no, this is right. We have the right to do this. Black people are superior and they did this to us first. That's what this is. You're not about to just fucking get away with what you did. And then the white racists are all like, look at them still acting like animals, still aggressive for no reason. We're different, we're special because we keep it to ourselves. And so it's like it's the same fucking. They're both retarded. They're both dumb. That's just how it is. They're both stupid. And the reason they're stupid, you can say this is about black pain. This is about black pain. It's not about black pain. You want to have power. You want what white people used to have. You want to have power over the world. That's what you want. You want to have power over the world. It's not about pain. If it was about pain, you would be heading towards relief. And relief is race doesn't matter. All of that was stupid. Everything our ancestors did finally led to what we wanted. We got race doesn't matter. No, you want to give them pain now. You want to give them pain. So no, it's not about pain. It's about you trying to find the ape dominant position. That's what it is. It's not about pain. You're lying. Now, I'm very intelligent. Both sides need to take me out. Both sides, and this is me as a kid. I'm still young here, and we're going back. We're going back a long time ago, like 20 years maybe. Not 20 years, but we're like 15 years. Long time ago, right? I'm smart, and I'm saying I got black people. I got authority. I got adults telling me, hey, you need to hate white people with us. Why do you keep saying that it doesn't matter? Why do you keep saying that you don't hate white people with us? And they have an issue with me because I keep saying, because it's fucking stupid. Race is fucking dumb. Why does this matter? That's fucking stupid. And they say, oh, you need to grow up. You need to grow up. A disagreement, right? And then you got white racists who I already don't respect because they're fucking retarded. Like, I genuinely feel that way about white races. Because here's the thing, you traveled the world, you gained knowledge, and I know that you didn't, right? But as a group of people who I can put into an organization, right? You traveled the world, you traded with all civilizations, and you're still fucking racist. I haven't even done that yet. And I'm not racist. Like, that shit just makes you guys are the dumbest fucking people ever. And it's just not white people. It's white racist, by the way. That's all it is. So, I'm young. You got white racist and then black racists who some of them were above my head. Some of them were all like, we need to get rid of this one. He keeps making us look like bad guys for being black racist. Boom. Another reason that I was being disagreed with. Another thing that led me to a scene that put a concept on my body that they could say, it doesn't matter, bow, bow, bow. Now they're using the passive white racist strategy. They got smarter. What's funny is, as they say it doesn't matter what happened, that destroys the argument that they use to continue being black racist. See how that immediately changed the way I looked? So did you notice that? Okay, anyway, yeah, that's what all this is. And what's funny is when y'all are being passive like that, whenever y'all are doing shit underneath the skin, when y'all are saying shit under the surface, you know what you're doing? You're saying that it's under the surface of the skin. It doesn't matter anymore. You have to be so passive that it doesn't even make it to skin. So what the fuck, what are you there? You're not white or black. What are you there? Dumbass. Fucking retard. Like, seriously, bro. And I genuinely feel this way about racism in general. Like, I fucking can't stand racism. All the secret channels of racism out there, I'm finding them and I'm making them retarded. And I have the right to do that. Because this has been going on for too long. You know, it's fucked up. I was born, and I'm over here doing creative mode. And I'm over here genuinely doing it too. And these niggas are still being racist, like right next to me. And I'm like, nigga, when are y'all gonna, what the fuck? Like, why do I have to deal with this in my lifetime? That's how the slaves felt. I get that's how the slaves felt. I completely empathize with that. I completely understand that. It doesn't change my point. At this point, we can all say, we all have access to the physiological argument, and that's all we needed, that race doesn't matter. I made a fucking video about that. Race doesn't matter. And you're still just like, yeah, but my skin color's the best. Yeah, but my skin color has a character to it, and I'm that character. Wasted a life. Hard ass ending to a video too.